Is your Dell laptop running slow or running out of storage? Upgrading the hard drive to an SSD and adding more RAM can significantly boost performance and extend its lifespan. Benefits include faster boot times, quicker app loading with SSD upgrades, better multitasking with more RAM, and extending your laptop's useful life. However, not all Dell models are upgradable. Newer thin models often have soldered components that make upgrades impossible. This video guides you through the upgrade process for compatible Dell laptop models, explaining each step clearly. To start upgrading your Dell laptop, first determine if your specific model allows hard drive and RAM upgrades. Many newer models have soldered components that prevent upgrades. Access your Dell service manual or use the official Dell Support Assist diagnostic tools on their website. These AI-powered tools can scan your laptop and confirm what upgrades are possible for your exact model. Next, identify your laptop's current components. For storage, check if you have a hard disk drive or solid-state drive and what type of connection it uses, either SATA or M.2 NVMe. For RAM identification, determine the type, whether it's DDR4 or DDR5, and the speed, such as 3200 MHz. This information is crucial for buying compatible replacement modules. To get accurate RAM identification, use tools like Crucial's Memory Scanner software. It will detect your exact RAM specifications and recommend compatible upgrades. Once you've confirmed compatibility and identified your components, you're ready to gather the necessary tools for the upgrade process. Before starting the upgrade, gather the necessary tools, including a Phillips screwdriver for screws, plastic pry tools for opening the case without damage, an anti-static wrist strap to prevent electrostatic discharge, and thermal paste if working near the CPU. Most importantly, back up all your data using Dell Migration Assistant or another backup method before starting any work. Then power off the laptop, unplug it, and discharge any static electricity by touching a grounded metal object. Begin by flipping the laptop over to access the bottom panel. Locate and remove the bottom panel screws. Different Dell models have varying screw locations, so consult your model's manual or iFixit guides for specific access points. Carefully detach the old hard drive, which is typically a SATA or M.2 NVMe SSD. Gently unplug the connectors and unscrew any mounting brackets. Install the new SSD, ensuring it's properly seated in the slot and secured with screws. Align the connectors correctly and press firmly. A 20% increase in SSD upgrades, especially NVMe models, demonstrates this is the most impactful upgrade for performance. Use a USB enclosure to transfer data to the new drive if needed. First, locate the RAM modules in your Dell laptop. You'll typically find them under an access panel on the bottom of the device. Gently release the clips on either side of the RAM slots. Push the clips outward to unlock the module. The RAM stick should pop up at an angle once the clips are released. Carefully remove the old RAM modules by pulling them straight out of the slots. Align the notch on the new RAM module with the key in the slot, then insert at the same angle. Press the new RAM module down firmly until the clips click into place on both sides. Ensure you match the correct RAM type, DDR4 or DDR5, and speed supported by your Dell laptop model. Check your manual or Dell's website for specifications. Carefully reassemble the laptop, ensuring all screws are tightened. This reverses the disassembly process from earlier steps. Boot the laptop and press F2 during startup to enter the BIOS setup. In the BIOS, verify that the new hard drive and RAM are properly recognized. Check the system information screens. If needed, reinstall your operating system from a USB drive or recovery partition to ensure proper functionality. If your laptop doesn't boot after an upgrade, double-check all connections and ensure the RAM and SSD are properly seated. Common mistakes include forgetting the anti-static wrist strap, using incompatible components, or not applying thermal paste when needed. According to Dell forums, 10 to 15% of DIY attempts result in boot failures, so be meticulous. If the laptop doesn't boot, double-check all connections and ensure the RAM and SSD are properly seated. Common mistakes include forgetting the anti-static wrist strap, using incompatible components, or not applying thermal paste if needed. According to Dell forums, 10 to 15% of DIY attempts result in boot failures, so be meticulous. As Dell laptops evolve, upgradability is becoming less common in newer models. By 2025, over 70% of new Dell laptops have soldered RAM and SSDs, making internal upgrades impossible if you're buying new. Consider alternatives like external USB-C SSD enclosures for extra storage. These connect via USB and provide fast, portable upgrades without opening your laptop. Cloud storage options like Dell's integrated OneDrive can also extend your storage virtually. Be mindful of the environmental impact of upgrades. Recycle old components responsibly through Dell's Recycle Program Guide. Dell has pledged to use 100% recycled materials in their laptops by 2027, reducing e-waste from failed upgrades.